Well, getting a lot of messages for producer Denny's. If you missed it, we started off the Kids Hour today talking about stoner movies.
Mommy, what is weed strain mean?
Kids grow up fast these days.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Especially when they listen to our show.
That's the first thing. Yeah, so what's the best movies to watch when I'm baked out of my fucking gourd?
Hey, man, it's celebration of 420.
He had to let us know.
You'll have to studio. Good to see Denny's leading with the kids material today.
Tomorrow is 420. In fact, we probably want to throw a no out there. We're going to play a little Stoner Jeopardy tomorrow. Yeah, so we need Wake and Bakers to send us an email if you want to play along for that.
Are we doing that on the regular show?
Probably do it on the regular show.
Yeah, I think it should.
It's 420. Yeah, probably do it probably about 8:20.
Love it.
Yeah, we do 420 at 8:20. Yeah.
Danny's got the belt. He's undefeated. I believe 3 rounds now.
Yeah, that's gotta. That always goes better than the KVJ show Smartphone Jeopardy. So, yeah.
Hey, try something new. No one can fault you for that, although people will.
I honestly on that, I got a lot of people saying I love that game, and like the people you had on were just bad contestants. So I will try it again.
Yeah, I think that's a fun game.
Show.
Yeah, anytime there's audio and stuff like that, it's fun. It's good.
Yeah, we'll give that another shot. Here's an email about another stoner movie for Denny's. 2 movies you may not have seen. Go, a 1999 movie about the craziness due to a drug deal gone bad.
Oh, yeah, I got that on my DVD collection.
And Smiley Face.
That I have not seen. That's with, is that Anna Faris?
Anna Faris, 2007. She accidentally eats her roommate's pot brownies and has misadventures. So funny.
Oh, I'd check that.
That's from Talina.
So I'd check that.
Somebody else called and they recommended, they said How High. I don't know if you guys seen that. With,
I got comments too, yeah.
That's a funny movie too.
Yeah, that's
How High? That's
Method Man, Red Man.
Yes.
That's a funny one.
Okay, so anybody looking for some weed smoking movies for 420? It's a nice little selection. You can go back to the regular show early on. Right. Very early on. We were talking about weed movies, yeah. The other bit we had on today, Beat the PD, we brought Leo back in. We haven't had him on for a couple years. He's our boss. So you know what he's like the operations manager, and so he runs the programming, which is what you hear on the air for all of our stations. There's like 4 FMs, 2 AMs, something like that. Different formats on all of them. So he's like the dude, the music guru, you would think, in the building. So we brought him in here and played Sunfest artists.
It's gone bad for him twice.
Yeah.
Actually, horrifically bad.
Not great. But somebody said, did you turn up the bass on Leo's mic or put him through the voice disguiser? He has possibly the deepest guttural voice I've ever heard. Man, I thought Virginia had the deepest voice of the show, but she's got nothing on him. On a side note, I've been in Florida for 25 years, and I just went to Bud's for the first time, and I wish they sold that bird sauce by the gallon. That stuff is fantastic.
Yeah, try the bird sauce. God, that rocks your bud.
Yeah. And one other thing that needed Denny's in here to explain. I was talking about my smartphone. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. It was all weird. I got Apple stuff. I went in, tried to go to I tried to go into the iTunes store, and it was like, I was putting in my password. It was like, this is the wrong password. I'm like, what? And I was like texting my daughter. I'm like, what is this? It said, well, we sent you a code. You need a verification code.
It should go right to your email.
Or a text message.
Text message, yes.
I was waiting. I'm like, I'm not getting any text messages. So I had to go deeper into the computer, and then that's when I realized that the verification code was going to my daughter's phone. I'm like, all right.
So she switched it on you?
I think she probably did, because why else would that be in there?
Yeah, that's
She's
weird.
gone in there, yeah. So here's what had happened was, just to set the whole story, this is right before bed. I had gotten into the habit of doing the meditation thing right before bed to calm my body and my mind so that I can sleep. Great time to do it. So I'm in that place, perfect mood, temperament, temperature, everything for a little meditation and sleep. I go in there, needs my password, it says it's denied. I'm like, what? And then I send a text. I'm like, well, what's the password? It says, well, you're going to need a code. Code doesn't go to my phone. Then I see my daughter switch things out.
Because the anger's starting to bubble a bit.
Anger's starting to frustration's starting to bubble a bit.
Yeah, meditation. Fuck, all I want to do is fucking meditate.
I said that exact quote. All I want to fucking do is fucking meditate. I want to calm my fucking mind.
I love that. When the person that's trying to be peaceful loses their shit.
I lost
it's
my
so
shit.
Good.
I was right there to the point where I was going to get to bed on time. time. I was going to get my 8 hours of sleep. I was going to wake up great. This whole process took 2 hours. I was so pissed and angry I couldn't sleep.
I could feel the anger building
the anger
up
was
in you.
building in me, yes. And long story short, now it's a mess, and it keeps saying that I'm not even hooked into the iCloud. This is 2 days later, and it's still an ongoing problem. And Kristen sent an email, said, hey, I was listening to the show, Kevin, and I heard about your issues with your Apple account. And yesterday, I uploaded an iTunes gift card and repeatedly had to put in my password to download 2 songs. Then last night, I got this email. What the heck? This email says, view your account. It says you got a new device, and someone else is checking in on it. What the hell is going on? Somebody trying to access my account from Canada. The sender's email actually said Apple, but when I clicked on the email to view the specific address, I realized it's probably a hacker, given the actual email address it was listed. Yeah, there's just a whole bunch of stuff, and then you don't know. And what really threw me off was I was in here, it was the next morning. I was trying to get a song on iTunes. I had the Apple Music thing, and I went to enter my password. Didn't work. And I had changed the password the night before. So I'm like, I know what this password is. How can it not be wrong? And then just when it came up again, I hit cancel, and I went on and I got my song. I'm like, wait a minute. Saying I couldn't get access to my iTunes account till I had the password. I just hit cancel, and I was able to go right in and get.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, is this a dummy thing that someone's throwing up there, having me continually enter my password, and someone else is snagging it from somewhere else? I don't know how these things work. I don't know what these hackers have today.
I know, and they got a lot, Kev.
Yeah,
They're getting crafty at exploiting people.
And here I am today, and it keeps saying that I'm not signed into my iCloud, and I've gone through the process 4 different times. And I've put in, now I'm getting the code sent to my phone. I'm putting in my email, putting in the codes. Just doesn't even acknowledge it. And then 20 minutes later, I get that message back again. Can't hook into your iCloud. So I do it again. I'm like, this is so fucking wasteful. I don't have time for this.
Look, at least you didn't give your debit card number to a complete fucking stranger.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
But there's a new form of rage that's been developing with people getting mad at computers.
It brings out the worst in me because what happens is a function that happens every single day. I'm doing everything the same out of the blue on a Wednesday. I'm doing the same shit and it's not giving me the same results. And I can't figure out how to troubleshoot it, and it brings the worst. Well, Danny, you've seen me. I turn into a werewolf. I'm like, why the fuck does it do this?
Oh, I know. I'm the same way. I mean, my anger, the rage is still strong within me.
It does. You can feel it's like it comes in levels. You're like, all right, I'm gonna try to really attack this as a mature adult, and by 3 minutes into it, you're like, mother.
Yeah, you are. And I at one point, I had my phone in my hand, and I almost did it. I almost just took it and snapped it in half.
Yes, I did that.
I'm like, I wanted to do it, but I'm like, if you do it, you're going to be
even madder.
A cracked screen.
The phone gets the last laugh on you. You think you're beating the phone, but in the end,
like you win.
When you calm down,
yes.
you're like, oh shit, the phone.
I was so close. I started to even put the pressure. I was like, no, let go.
I've taken it before, and I've chucked it across the room.
Yeah.
And then 5 minutes later, I feel like such an asshole.
Yeah.
You know,
you are. Yeah. And when you do calm down, and then my wife will find it out, and then it's like, then I get ribbing for, you're just such a hot. And it's like, okay.
You're such a higher.
Yeah.
Kevin's he's so irrational. He's gonna explode.
And then that makes me angry
Yes.
on top of it.
For sure.
I can't kill the rage.
It's like when you're kind of in an edgy mood, and people, why are you being so defensive? It makes you more defensive.
And then you know how this all started? Because I'm trying to get into a meditation app. That's the irony of the whole thing. I'm trying to calm my mind, and I can't.
If you're mixing your meditation process with F-bombs,
It lets me know I really need this thing.
you haven't quite conquered those beasts inside.
I haven't. And it's frustrating because I can't get into it, conquer my problems. So yeah, I'm going to have Denny's look at it and see what the hell is going on. It's just, and it just keeps popping up. But it's just something that's wrong.
Well, you got some fun to do today, Denny.
Yeah, I apologize. Thank you for taking care of that kind of stuff. And I know it's outside of your job, which you need to be
anytime
doing.
shit goes down, people from all stations. Hey, Denny's, can you hook me up?
True.
Poor guy. That's why it's almost like if you have special computer skills, which is so valuable to have.
It is.
You almost have to it's like a superhero. You know how they always have disguises, or they never let people know who their true identity is? It's the same thing. If you've got computer skills, you got to hide it like you're a superhero.
I've seen it happen. People that have no business asking Denny's to come and help them. Why he's doing shit for us. Hey, can you come over here and fix some shit that I fucked up? Like, dude, he's doing his own show right now.
Word spreads quick around an office. I
It
fix
does.
one thing, and the next thing you know,
Here comes everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I actually stopped telling like extended family and close neighbors that I even know what a computer is. I don't even mention it to them anymore.
Yep, no idea.
But you know what though? He likes doing it for people he cares about. Like he'll enjoy doing it for you, actually.
Like if Bird gets some new technology, I love setting it up. It's one
he
of my
loves
favorite
it.
things.
It's good to have that kind of person. It really is. I mean, it's the most valuable thing ever to have somebody that's handy like that.
Also, I just don't think he wants to see me go out the deep end. He's seen some pretty bad moments.
Bird will get dark when his computer's not working.
I do too. I'm so ashamed of myself.
You
I know.
need it.
Well, the thing for me is everything is about my schedule and about my routine. And the biggest part of it, if it's like a Friday or Saturday, I can be cool.
Of course.
For sure.
But when it's like I know I got a show looming and, it's a formula. You got to have sleep plus prep equals a good show. And
if one of those things is fucked up, you're done.
Then you're done. And then what's the worst thing about our job is when you suck, you got to hear about it. Not only do you feel bad because you're like going, gosh, I really blew it today.
Well,
like,
in today's day and age, you literally could be in your conversation. I could be talking as I'm saying the thing that sucks. People are saying, man, this really sucks as you're saying it.
Oh, yeah.
And then you carry that. That's always playing in the back of your head on a loop. So as you're sitting there throwing things around your room because you're mad because you can't get your meditation app and you're not going to be able to get to bed on time and the next day's show is going to suck and you're going to hear about it and it's like, my gosh, that's what goes into it. It builds the frustration.
Anytime I have a moment like that where I get frustrated, like you're talking about, and I kind of have an outburst, I always feel so shitty. I feel shitty for a day after.
I did. I
feel
felt
guilty.
ashamed.
You carry it with you.
Luckily, I did it all in the confines of my own room with myself. I'm the only one that really knows that shame, but you still carry it.
But it could happen to anybody at any given moment where you have a meltdown, and you can have a meltdown in front of people, and it can get videotaped, and then you can't ever have a moment anymore.
A real moment, you can't show vulnerability anymore.
No, it could honestly, and to me, this all ties in. We were talking a little bit about this today with the Aaron Hernandez story, which is big, Jose Fernandez, and just things about the dichotomy of us all, the good, the evil, and all that kind of stuff, and how quickly people are to judge, throw people under buses about how awful some person is, and this and that. But I really honestly believe that any of us, given different circumstances, and you've even seen movies that have played that up, where they've taken someone and they've put them in a different situation or different background, and all of a sudden the person who had it all together, and they've reversed roles.
I'm a big believer with what you believe in, that everybody walking this earth has the potential of bad and good.
Yeah.
There's both. Everyone's got that in them.
Yeah, no, they really do. And it's a matter of it's what you feed more. Do you feed the good or you feed the bad? And whatever you feed more is what's going to take over in your life.
Everyone's done shit in their life that they're not proud of. Now, it's different levels. You got murder on one end of the spectrum, and then you've got stealing candy on another. But everyone's done something that's either out of their character.
Yes.
I mean, that's how you learn. When I've done shit that's out of my character, I realize that'll feel good on my soul. I don't want to do that anymore.
And a quick footnote: exempt of mental illness. So
exactly.
I can already hear. Kevin's a dick. He doesn't like anyone.
He doesn't understand people with mental illness. Yeah, exempt from mental illness.
Yeah, we're talking about just people that are going through life.
It's based on your own nature.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that's driving you. It's just what is going on, the thoughts that are in your own head.
And we're always judgy on the stuff that personally we find unspeakable, and that's going to be different for everyone.
Yeah, and I thought this was interesting. I posted this up on our Facebook page 2 days ago. I don't believe in the zodiac sign. I don't believe in astrology. I don't believe in all that kind of stuff. But I read mine, and it was kind of interesting, so I put it up because I know a lot of people were into this stuff, and it did pretty well on Facebook.
A lot of people are into it.
It was, what would drive you to murder based on your zodiac sign? And it kind of caught my attention. I was like, even though I didn't believe it, I'm like, okay, let me go check and see what my thing is. Now, they got me listed as a Cancer. I'm one of those, dates in between kind of thing. And that's June 21st to July 22nd. This is what spoke to me. And after I read it, I'm like going, okay, wow. It says, if someone harms someone or something that you loved, you go ballistic. You'd be blind with rage, not thinking straight, and your emotions would be guiding you to a place of darkness and revenge. No one messes with your family on your watch. And I thought about that, and I'm like, it got me.
But is that kind of a blanket? Can that be for anybody, though?
And that's what I thought. And that's why I posted it. Because I want to see what people's reactions would be. Going, yeah, I mean, come on.
Everybody, I mean, you mess with someone's family, a lot of people are going to be looking to get that revenge.
Maybe it's people that just love the Zodiac so much, but I read other ones, and what happened? I read about 3 or 4 other ones. I'm like, going, no, that wouldn't drive me to kill. That wouldn't drive me to murder.
Yeah, I got it right here.
The one that was for me, I'm like, that was the only one. I read all of them. The one that was for me is the only one that I would murder for.
Mine says it's not difficult to imagine you killing someone out of jealousy. You tend to get possessive, and since it takes you forever to trust, you don't handle the breaking of that trust very well. I will say loyalty's big.
Yeah.
And if I feel like I've been loyal to somebody and then they fuck me over, motherfucker might get a knife.
Get a little vengeance.
But I wouldn't call myself a really overly jealous person. I feel everyone's got jealous tendencies.
Yeah. See, that one definitely doesn't apply to me. I'm not jealous at all.
I'm not a very jealous guy.
Yeah, I think everyone at a small level is. If
I think everybody possesses a little bit.
If Jen was dancing on some dude in a bar in front of you and it was inappropriate, you'd be
get
jealous.
Annoyed, for sure. I mean, I think that would go for anyone.
What's yours, Denny's, and did it apply?
Mine is, if you are hell-bent on revenge, you might channel all that negative energy towards murder. You don't handle betrayal well, and sometimes you desire vengeance, and it can cloud your better judgment and make you take horrific actions.
It's not Denny's at all.
No.
Nope.
What's your sign, too?
Scorpio.
Okay. That doesn't apply at all?
No.
I don't think that
Okay.
the Taurus, I think, is half and half on mine. The jealousy, not so much. The loyalty part and people with the mistrust, yeah.
For sure. I mean, I feel like with all of the zodiac symbols, there's part truth, part not truth. And I don't know if they write it vague enough.
Oh, yeah.
Mine was dead on. Mine was like, it really spoke to me because I'm like going, that would be the one thing. Because like I said, we got light, we got darkness. I mean, you look at like Aaron Hernandez and why, he murdered. And I think everybody, I'm like going, I could never murder. But if you threw in the one exemption, and that would be like, I think that would be it. I wouldn't want to murder like in a calm place like I am right now, using my meditation app. I'd be like, I'd be able to dismiss it. But if it caught me in the wrong way with the wrong emotions, the wrong path, and especially if I could not get the face of my really close family member dying out of my mind, and that I had that period where I think I just wouldn't even see anything except black. And I would probably wake up and be like, I don't even know what I did.
Yeah.
Humans are a lot like just nature in general when you think about it. They're like storms. You think about just a peaceful day. You're on a peaceful day, but a storm in your mood's gonna come.
Well, and that's just it. Some people a lot of times that throw judgment. You're like, you don't know the storms that are going through this person's life that's tossing them around. Like me, I'm going to do things that I'm not going to be proud of when I'm in that moment of frustration with my damn computer and I can't get my meditation app to work. That's when I am vulnerable to doing something that I'm going to be ashamed of. That's when my dark side is starting to take over.
Yeah, absolutely. I was walking into a gas station once, way back in the day, with one of my buddies. And he bumped into a guy as we were entering. And the guy turns around and he's like, "What the hell, man?" And like, super angry. And my buddy's like, "Dude, sorry about that."
Yeah.
So when we were leaving, my buddy goes, "Hey, I didn't mean to bump into you," to the guy. And the guy got up in his face and was like confronting him about it. And he actually stabbed him.
What?
My buddy, so we had to call the police and everything. We find out that guy just found out that his wife had cheated on him. So in a normal situation, that guy probably would not have overreacted so much about getting bumped into.
Yeah, I mean, that's
guy,
just it.
Yeah.
You're walking around on the earth, and you have no idea what's inside everyone's head.
Something could have just happened to him.
So someone could have just lost their loved one, and they're at the store, they're reeling, and then you just don't know.
Well, and you're not really getting the natural person that they should be. You're not getting the calm individual. You're out there and
getting
you don't
the most
realize.
Emotional state or version of that person.
You have just stumbled into this person at the blackest part of their being.
Yep.
There's that one quote I was trying to find. I can't find it, but just be careful who you judge because everyone you come across is struggling with something. It doesn't matter who it is.
No, I hear you, man.
Getting deep.
Yeah, real deep.
Talk about somebody going through something here. Somebody saw this post. Riz said, "Yeah, I got no reason to send this to you other than just I can't believe the world we live in. I thought you might find it funny." This is from my neighborhood Facebook page. Somebody talks about, and they've got this photo. It's slightly cut off, but you can see on this photo, it's like a piece of chicken. It's like the breast with the thigh attached.
Oh, yeah.
You ever see kind of like how you get that sometimes?
Oh, yeah.
And it's just laying on somebody's back porch. And you can see they've got one of those, Florida fences. It's around. They got the St. Augustine grass that's out there. And this chicken's just laying there. It says, I'm not sure if it's eaten by a human or an animal. Any ideas of what I do? Should I contact HOA? And should I mention that this past Saturday, my dog was attacked by something when she went out in the backyard. I couldn't see what it was. It was dark. I just heard a noise.
Look, I'm a person who's had a lot of experience with this. And I've, too.
What is it? Is that a human just walking by and chucking that out?
I've had bones on my doorstep. I've had people spell out words with bones on my doorstep.
What is your guess in this case? What do you think has got that piece of chicken? It's a fenced-in yard, someone's backyard. It's sitting clear within their personal space. It's not like just inside the fence. It's like someone would have had to have thrown it.
Someone's fucking with that person. There's a dog incident, and then there's that, and it's placed.
What about the dog? To me, the dog was probably attacked by a raccoon.
Well, I've had you start putting two to two together, all of a sudden, yeah.
But the raccoons are in garbage. Could the same raccoon probably have
carried the chicken leg?
That's my thing. There was a raccoon.
They got little hands.
Raccoon went through the garbage because it looks like a gnawed up piece of chicken. You had a raccoon attack your dog. It's the same thing, and the raccoon brought that chicken in there. You got coons.
No, you have a stalker, and you need to, without a doubt, watch your back.
See, my thoughts was a bird was carrying it. It just fell out of its mouth.
That's
a
big.
Bird? That's a fucking pterodactyl. Look at that thing,
dude. We got turkey buzzards all up in this place.
It would have to be something like a turkey buzzard to do it, though.
When do you see a turkey buzzard?
I see them all the time
around these parts.
Village Boulevard has so many turkey buzzards. Yes, it does. Look in the trees.
Yeah. I don't know. The mystery.
I don't know.
All right.
You
mystery.
Guys, bird theory 0. I got you.
You're saying raccoon. I'm saying murderer.
Yeah. Let me see. Our former intern Christina sent in an email. She is now doing radio in Houston, Texas, and listens to the show all the time. Thank you, Christina. She said, contrary to what Virginia had said, no, Jason, you're not the only one who loved Crystal Pepsi. And as soon as Kevin started telling the story about the dad who wet his pants to make his daughter feel better, I immediately thought of Billy Madison, too. This is why we're soulmates. I better see you at boot camp this year. I've been trying to get you to go.
If she wants to do something with me, the best, not boot camp.
Yeah, boot camp's not the choice.
It's in Atlanta, the buildings are high.
Yeah, well, and I've never really liked boot camp. I've never been.
Yeah, it's not your thing. The whole hanging with radio people.
I'm not one of the cool kids. Kevin's in the cool club. I am not.
I hear you.
Yeah. Now, if Denny's went, that'd be different. I'd have a rolling partner, and I don't want to be Kevin's wallflower when he's talking to people. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Hey guys, I'm Daybird.
Let me see. This is from Katie and DePizzle. Said, damn you, Kevin and Jason, too. Maybe even Denny's, but not as much. Do you guys realize the influence you have on your listeners? I was listening to Monday's show via podcast and ended up buying a Publix Italian sub for dinner. It was on sale, so of course I had to get the 12-inch.
Yep.
I was craving it all day, and lunch was more like breakfast today, so sub for dinner it was. First, the suggestion of a spider on my foot while driving the express lane, now a sub. You all have some power over me. Damn you. Next time, I'm going to have to get my closet, the KVJ shirt. Jeez.
Man, that sub talk, it worked me and Denny's.
It hit everybody.
Frenzy. We drove all over, at least in our area. We're trying to find a mom and pop place. We didn't want to go to a corporate place because we go to those places all the time.
Something different.
Yeah. And we ended up going to a fucking corporate place because we couldn't find. The one place we found that people suggested to us looked sketchy as physical.
Yeah, I didn't want to deal with it.
It looked gross, man.
Yeah. We should put together probably a checklist. We had an idea of this not too long ago. Like, it'd just be like going down to like the top 5. Go and like, a checklist, because I'm that way when it comes to bars, breweries, sub places. And I got to tell you, honestly, you have to put Las Spadas. To me, it's number 1 of what I've had. The Monster, go for that.
People love it.
They're awesome.
Get it, make it happen. They got one in Boca. They're down in Davie. Find a Las Spadas. It's one of those things that's worth jumping off the beaten path. You just need to know what people are talking about.
It's one of those places, if you ask 5 people about Las Spadas, one person out of that 5 is going to know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They got that good of a reputation.
It's the one that, like it's that way with like movies, TV shows, binge watching, all that kind of stuff, or a song. I don't flinch when I say Las Spadas. Do it.
For sure.
Got to do it. Go Monster, Little Monster, whatever it is. The Monster's a big dog.
Any adult over the age of 21, if you're not buying a foot-long sub, what the fuck are you doing?
Honestly, though, I get the Little Monster. I get the half. At Las Spadas, dude, unless... Are you eating the whole thing in one setting? Okay, let me ask you this. Do you eat the entire 12-inch Monster sub in one sitting?
Have I been known to do that? Absolutely. What
How
am I, 8?
often do you do that?
I would say probably 2 out of 3 times. I'm not 4 years old. Half a sub.
I eat the whole one from Jersey Mike's, man. That giant one.
You had the giant from Jersey
How many
Mike's?
times when you're not stoned have you eaten?
No.
I don't know about that, Kev. But
We don't need to.
How could that 6 is like the point is the Lil Monster, the 6-inch at La Spada's with all that meat on there.
oh yeah.
You just live
That
in,
should, without a doubt, I mean, that should be enough,
we
right?
live in different circles, man. We just live in different circles. And there's no right or wrong here. I mean, you're going to judge me for eating the full. I'm going to judge you for ordering a fucking half
I can't, I'm trying to, I'm like, I don't know how I could do that. That's
Denny's,
like 2 meals to me.
He housed that Jersey Mike's.
Oh,
stuff.
for sure.
That thing is Flintstone style. It's big. They cut it in 4 parts. The giant. It's
And not to
$12.
say I didn't hate myself after it, but man, it's so good.
Not only did I finish that, Cam, I had 5 cookies.
That's true.
Mic
you did
drop.
just recently.
Mic drop, bitches.
How many meals do you guys eat in a day?
I don't eat many meals. That's the funny thing.
Okay, I have 3.
I actually don't usually eat till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the first meal I'll eat.
So you'll only maybe have 2 meals in a day.
Yeah.
So when you have a meal, it's bigger.
I do my worst damage. This is when I make all my mistakes, right around 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, between 8 and 9. Primetime TV's on. I'm tired. The day's winding down a bit.
Yeah.
And it's time just to fuck some shit up, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why you're doing a 12-inch. Yeah, I would break that into 2 meals.
That's what I eat.
But you just skip that meal and you have it all at once.
Yeah, a lot of times I'll do
Okay.
that. And so I mean, every now and then I'll take part of that meal and do it. But I always couple it with some type of sweet. Sweets is when is around 8 o'clock at night. It's when I eat the worst. And I eat the worst at 8 o'clock.
See, I only eat really like once a day. I'll eat snacks, but like that one meal, my lunch is probably my biggest meal.
I must have had 4 peanut butter cookies as I was nodding off. I'm tired. I'm going under. Oh, I'm going to make sure I eat that peanut butter cookie. I should have just gone to bed. Just go to sleep, Jason.
I sometimes have that. I'm hungry. It's at night. I'm like, do I eat or I just try to go to sleep?
I could easily go to sleep, easily go to bed, and I take the cookie.
I give myself about 10 to 15 minutes, but then that entire time of the 10 minutes, I'm talking to myself going, come on, just go eat it.
And by that
Yeah.
3rd cookie, I don't even want it. But I don't know if something happens where I'm just, I need to eat that cookie.
That's why I don't like sweets, man. They don't fill you up, and you can eat like 90 of them.
And they legitimately hurt my stomach.
Oh, you get heartburn. You feel awful.
Monday night, I was in so much pain going to bed. It hurt to go to bed.
Brianna sent this email, said, hey, I just want to take a minute to thank you for saving my birthday. I'm turning 30 on April 30th, and I've been planning a vacation for like a year. Well, plan A didn't end up working out, and neither did plan B, C, D, etc. I was trying to stay positive, but getting a bit bummed out. I listen to you guys every day at work, and you mentioned Brunch Fest in Boynton Beach on that Sunday.
Brunch Fest, yeah.
Which just so happens to be on my birthday and only 25 minutes away.
Yeah, Brunch Fest.
So I just want to take a minute to let you know that you helped save my birthday and to thank all of you. Hashtag be cool. Hashtag KVJ rules. Yeah, if you missed that, when I was at the brew at the zoo, it was the guys from Copper Point Brewery in Boynton Beach were telling me about the Brunch Fest. They're doing it on the Intercoastal in Boynton Beach. A whole bunch of microbreweries going to be there. They're going to have the food and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's going to be going down. That's all the details that I got on it. So I got to figure out, like, what specifically is the exact place. Okay, if you go, I found something on eventbrite.com. It's got it. Boynton Beach Brunch Fest is the name of it. To let you know, $25 to $100 are the tickets. Join us on Sunday, 30th of April for the first beer and food brunch festival on the Intercoastal Waterway in Boynton Beach. Local breweries and eateries will showcase their brunch-inspired fare. In addition, a local mixologist will serve select craft beer-infused cocktails, mimosas, and Bloody Marys. Cornhole, ladder golf, great views, good times. Limited amount of tickets are available and expected to sell out. So they got the VIP that you can do and all that kind of different stuff is going on. They've got it at 2240 North Federal Highway. So plug that in, 2240 North Federal Highway in Boynton Beach. That's what you're looking at. So, yeah, it looks like a fantastic event. It's going to be from 12 to 4 p.m., Sunday, April 30th.
Yeah, very cool.
Another thing that's going on, I found out there's some of these cool events that only happen on social media. In fact, if you guys ever see something, let me know, because I'm always trying to put these events together. What is it called? Is it Boca Bash that is going on Saturday and Sunday? They call it Lake Boca. It's just basically the intercoastal that's out there in Boca Raton. It's like every year.
Lake Boca, that's the new term over there.
Yeah, I think it's just really the intercoastal, but
Lake
it's like that
Boca.
area that's there.
Everything's got to be fucking hip.
Yeah. Saturday, Sunday. I think it's both days from what I could gather, and this is just on social media. I didn't see the formal post for it, but people tether up all their boats, and it's just people floating around and coolers and hot chicks in bikinis and all that kind of stuff. And apparently it's a massive, it's kind of like the flotilla they do off Miami Beach every year. So that is going to be going on Saturday, Sunday. That's this weekend. So if you want to see some of the other stuff that's going on, go to
Cool, man. It's at Lake Boca, man.
Boca
Bash.
Bash.
Go to a nice
That's what it is,
IPA
Boca
brewery,
Bash, right?
then go to fucking Lake
Yep.
Boca.
So it's kind of like a boating event. People pulling up on the sandbar.
Those
it.
boating events kill, man. People
They
love
do.
those things.
Yeah.
Stuart loves boating
That
events.
one place, where was I with you? There's a place up in Jupiter where it seems like every Saturday and Sunday, it's almost like their own version of Peanut Island. Do you know what I'm talking about, Kev?
Where is it?
Up in Jupiter.
You can see
the
it from the
sandbar?
bridge.
Is it the sandbar?
is
Yeah,
it
it's the
the-
sandbar in
Yeah,
Jupiter.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
That's a hot spot.
It's a hot.
That's a
has it-
hot spot,
Has it
yeah.
always been a hot spot?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
For how long?
Since I was in high school.
Shit.
Yeah, while you were in high school, that was a hot spot.
It's fucking 25 years ago.
I know. Yeah. Forever. That has been a hot spot. The Pirates used to hang out there. I don't mean the baseball team. Back in the 1800s, that was a hot spot. That's how long it's been a hot spot. Yeah, Andrew sent an email. He's been listening since 2006. He's on the KVJ Nation map in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And I just want to say that he's going to try to get us some craft beers. He is going to be saying a great IPA for Mr. Murder Ralston. Something light and delicious for Vicious V. Great all-around amber beer for Denny's. And my favorite all-time beer, Dragon's Milk by New Holland Brewing for Jay Bird.
Dragon's Milk.
It's a strong bourbon barrel milk stout.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That's-
look out.
That's where they take the bourbon barrel, right? And then they put the beer in it and it absorbs
Yeah,
some
they
of the
do.
naturals.
Yeah.
See, when we do events, all the people want to, Denny's, get some weed.
Yeah.
When we do events, people try to get me the strongest drinks
Whatever
ever.
has the highest ever.
Whether it's liquor or whether it's beer. Bird, you're going to love this. At fucking 9.9 thousand.
like spitting fireballs.
You got a
out.
reputation,
If
man.
you have a sip, you're going to be fucked up.
Yeah. Andrew also said, is there a way I can order some bird sauce from Bud's? I'll pay to have it shipped.
I think I'm actually texting with Philip right now. I'll ask him about that. That's a very good. When I talk to the board over at Bud's,
Just take it straight to the top.
I'll take it straight to the top. Ask him about that.
Yeah, because some people are looking for some answers. So there you go. It's Wednesday. This is like when I get like my first, like Monday, Tuesday, pretty mellow, just kind of like in work mode. Wednesday, I start to get a little bit of the itch.
The beast.
A little bit of the itch.
The wolf wants to come out and play.
Yeah, I haven't had a beer since I think I only had one beer on Sunday. It was a light day for me, so it's like, yeah, I might have to get a cocktail or two tonight. A little beer, actually.
Okay, I like this shit.
Yeah.
You didn't drink it all over the weekend, really, huh?
No, I did. I had a little bit on Friday. Had the most on Friday, and then I had a few on Saturday. Like I said, I don't plow them back like I do, but I do like about 4 beers here and there.
You know what my drink of choice is right now?
What you got?
And I sound like a 21-year-old sorority chick.
Oh, I know.
I like Fireball. Kev, it's smooth and it does. You could take it. And
Really?
Yes.
Fireball?
It goes down smooth, man. I know I sound like I'm Russian sorority here, but
No, I hear ya.
It goes smooth. It gives you a nice little aftertaste on your breath. The vodka is a little hard on the innards. It's just like, oh god.
Yeah.
Fireball, it goes down a way smoother.
Okay. Yeah.
Just a little FYI.
That's good stuff, man. Yeah, I know. Every now and then I used to do the. I've been good. I've stayed off the hard stuff for a while now.
It's a good move.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to.
Turn into a monster.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that
I'm
plus
trying to
my
drink-
anger issues. Till I get into this.
It's hard to
meditation
meditate
app, yeah.
when you're fucked up on Fireball.
Yeah, I was just kind of rocking my world, man. I got to stick with the beer. I had to change myself. If anybody wants to join me tomorrow night, Thursday night, it's called the Caddyshack Cocktail Rooftop Party. You don't have to do anything fancy. I mean, some people are coming in golf attire, kind of like stuff. But I mean, if you wore like a polo, whatever, you don't even have to fit in.
Where's
doesn't
it
matter.
at?
They're doing it on the roof at Harborside Place. It's right above the Italian place that's there. But what's cool is it's a great party deck because you've got the intercoastal that's going by, and then from the party deck you can see the Jupiter Lighthouse.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's super cozy. It's right there at Harborside Place. Starts at 6:30. I can only hang till about like 7:30, but it goes on till 9:30. It benefits the Arc of the Palm Beaches. And if you want to go in, what's the easiest way right now if I get some people signed up? Should I have them call Denny's or email?
Just have them give a call. I'll grab them right now.
Yeah, so this is only happening while this thing's live at 11:05 a.m. But 877-979-WRMF. If you want to come out, Jupiter, Harborside Place, going to be Thursday, 6:30 to 9:30 it goes down. And I think you get free cocktails in it. I think because when you go in, I think it's $50 at the door. That money goes to Arc of the Palm Beaches, Arc of Palm Beach County. So it's $50 again. If you want to come and you don't get tickets, it goes to a great cause. So that'll be tomorrow night. But call right now, 877-979-WRMF if you're free tomorrow night. Come between 6:30 and 7:30. We'll have a couple cocktails together. Sound good? Good. All righty, here we go. Jaybird. Bud's Chicken and Seafood, he's going to be checking on that. Can you get it shipped to somebody? We hope so. So if you are listening to us from somewhere else.
But Philip didn't answer me back on that. I'm still kind of talking with him. He did say that they're promoting their family feast now. These things are awesome. They're big and they're very affordable. Shrimp feast, fish feast, finger feast, chicken feast. The variety feast comes with chicken fingers and shrimp. All come with 2 family size.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, there you go. So in the meantime, right now, 7 locations in Palm Beach County, trying to figure out how to get it out to the rest of the world. And if you are listening from somewhere other than South Florida, get on the KVJ Nation map. We've got it up at kvjshow.com. Send us an email, and we will add you to it where you are listening and what year you started listening. We'll add that all in there. All right, you guys have an amazing day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.